Click, click, boom. What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from Nothing But Niners Crew. Guys, it is halftime. The Niners are currently up 6-3. Now, on my screen, what I can see, we just did the kickoff. There's about 10 seconds left. The Cardinals have 2 timeouts. So I'm a little bit, behind most people, and I'm okay with that. But let me just start breaking down what I've seen so far throughout this first half of football. Number one, and this is very, very important. Number one, the injuries are crazy. We lose both starting defensive ends in the first half of this game. Nick Bosa, questionable to return with a knee injury. Mykel Williams, questionable to return with a wrist injury. I haven't seen him come back yet. I haven't seen either one of them come back. But I will say this, all right? I will say this. The run defense has definitely improved. There's our first sack of the game. Let's go. Huff again. Let's go. And that's going to take us to halftime. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? And so this is what I'm going to say. The run defense got better after Nick Bosa went out. I think that's everybody stepping up, knowing that, hey, there's a little bit more pressure on us right now. I'm not saying that we are a better team without Nick Bosa, so nobody come out here and start spewing that nonsense, okay? Please don't do that. Please don't do that. The 49ers have 9 rushing yards, y'all, but we have 110 total yards. We are only 1 of 5 on third downs. Like, we are not having a good first half, yet we get out of there with the lead. And that's going to be my second point. And this is important because I'm going to start saying this from the rooftops from now on. Every 49er fan out there should be saying it. Kyle Shanahan should be everybody's Coach of the Year candidate so far. Not only is his team undefeated so far, he doesn't have his starting quarterback. He doesn't have his number 1 wide receiver. He doesn't have his number 1 tight end. He doesn't have his starting guard. Kyle Shanahan lost his 2 starting defensive ends. He's got a whole bunch of inexperience on the entire defense. He put together a phenomenal coaching staff coming into the season. If Kyle Shanahan is not your Coach of the Year candidate through 3 weeks so far in the NFL, you're just hating. You're just hating. And y'all know me. I've come on here and I've given it up. There's been plenty of stuff that Kyle Shanahan does that I don't like. But this guy is finding ways to win throughout this season. We are up at halftime without Brock Purdy, with Christian McCaffrey in the run game being a non-factor right now. We didn't throw our first completion to a wide receiver until the second quarter. Oh, and they said Williams is back in. That was him on the sack. My bad. I apologize. I didn't know that he came back. I know it was a wrist thing. I didn't see him. My bad. But that was because I was setting things up and I wasn't looking at the numbers. I was trying to get ready. So we are on Patreon right now, y'all, and we are live on Patreon. We over there. We killing it. I'm not going to lie to y'all. We are on Patreon. Let me go ahead and just put it up here real quick. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. That's where we're out. We're watching the game. We're having a good time over there, okay? But what happens is, it's me. I'm by myself. I have to put together the show, so I didn't see Mykel Williams come back. I apologize. But that's cool. But now Nick Bosa's down. We don't know when he's coming back. George Kittle's down. We don't know when he's coming back. Kyle Juszczyk, they say he's here and he's healthy, but I only remember seeing Kyle Juszczyk on the opening drive. I only remember seeing him on the opening drive. We don't have our starting quarterback. We haven't had our wide receiver 1 all season. We lost our wide receiver 1 going into the season and Juwan Jennings going into this game. How is Kyle Shanahan not everybody's Coach of the Year? 49er fans, it's time for y'all to start putting it out there and put it out there early. So when you guys get on your socials, that needs to be the war cry right there. Kyle Shanahan should absolutely be a Coach of the Year candidate just based off of 2.5 weeks of NFL football. He's got to be that guy. Now, let's get to this game. There's a lot to clean up for sure. And I've already seen them making in-game adjustments. The tackling has already gotten better. The first 2 or 3 Cardinal drives, we couldn't tackle anybody. Like, they were just out there going crazy on us. James Conner looked like a pinball out there. I said it in the pregame show, and he has lived up to it so far. I talked about how Kyler Murray is elusive and we struggle against these running quarterbacks, right? And he's done his thing. But the Niners are still winning somehow. It's 6-3. The Niners are still winning somehow. The Niners are finding ways to go out there and get people involved. And this is something that we have not seen before with this regime. Kyle Shanahan just don't do that. Somebody's injured. It's not next man up necessarily, right? They're out there on the field. Yeah, sure, right? I understand that. They are out there on the field. But Kyle didn't get other tight ends involved. Yeah, I want y'all to realize something, right? It's week 2.5, right? Yes, it's week 3, but we only halfway through week 3. We've got 3 tight ends with touchdowns through 3 weeks of the NFL season. Tell me the last time you remember Kyle Shanahan having that stat. Never. These guys are doing it. They are contributing to the success of this team. Marquez Valdez-Scantling was the first receiver to catch a pass in this game. That's no Ayuk. That's no Jennings. It wasn't Ricky Pearsall, our other first-round pick. It was the guy off the streets at MVS. He was the first guy to get a reception for the wide receivers. He got the ball rolling. Then here comes Kendrick Bourne. Then here comes Ricky Pearsall. Niners just can't seem to run the ball, and it's okay. It's okay. But this is a defensive battle, and we at home, and I'm okay with that. We're going to get it together. What I need to see from this team going forward, because I don't want to be here a long time. It's only a halftime show. And if y'all want to continue to rant, y'all want to see what else I got to say, y'all have to head on over to the website at the bottom right here. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. Y'all have to get over there. Some of y'all are watching right. Mike, there's a little bit of a lag. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about the lag. Right now, I got the Patreon page going live. We got the game being streamed as well, and I'm doing this episode also. I'm live on 2 different websites, and we got a stream going on all at the same time. Like, listen, it's a lot going on. My bandwidth is being tested. But so is the bandwidth of the 49er fans right now. How many of y'all are really ready to fold out there? How many of y'all are already tapping out? As soon as you saw Nick Bosa go down, oh, that's the game. How many of y'all felt that way? And it's okay. It's okay. I want to know how many of y'all felt that way, though. I'm here to tell y'all that you should not give up faith. I'm here to tell y'all that y'all shouldn't give up. That defense is tightening down. D. Winters out there running in coverage, breaking up passes that would be touchdowns. D. Winters out there doing his thing. Fred Warner making tackles for loss behind the line of scrimmage. This team has no quit in them this year. It's different. This is not Nick Sorensen. This is not Steve Wilkes. It's different. The defense, while they have their faults and they weren't making tackles, Jair Brown falling all over the place, not containing on the edges, all these faults were happening. All this stuff was going on the entire time. It's continuing to go on, but this team has not given up yet. And I implore every single one of y'all 49er fans to try to put in some of that same faith that you're getting from these guys. No Michael Williams, no problem. No Nick Bosa, no problem. They're continuing to answer the bell.
Tell the faithful that Pro Football Doc said that Bosa's injury they don't think it's like serious season ending. It's like, it's not an ACL. They're just looking at, they don't know the severity, but it's like, they're saying Pro Football Doc said he probably avoided a serious injury. So tell the faithful to relax.
We already knew that Nick Bosa avoided a serious injury because we took a good luck cheers to it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to announce that on the season, over on patreon.com/NB9ERS, we do something over there. It's a good luck cheers. When we need some favor to happen for the 49ers, we take a good luck cheers. We are officially 4 for 4. The Nick Bosa injury is no longer feared to be serious. We may even see him come back after the half. Now, if I'm the Niners, I'm not putting him out there unless I absolutely have to. I think that they have stepped up pretty well in his absence. I'm not rushing him back. But we have avoided long-term injury concerns for Nick Bosa. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause. Let's go. Make some noise for that. Make some noise for that. Huh? This team is finding ways to overcome every single weakness that they've endured. Y'all thought Jake Moody was a problem? It didn't take 6 weeks for us to make the change. It took one. They gave him his opportunity week 1. Oh, you ain't learned? We gonna show you better than we can tell you. That's some old school black shit, right? Like, y'all know what that is. I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you. There's only so many chances I'm going to give you to continue to spit in my face before I move on. And we did it. And by the way, Eddie Pinheiro is 100% on the season, y'all, when it comes to field goals. When it comes to field goals. He missed that extra point. I ain't forget. He missed that extra point in his first kick as a 49er. You know, we're going to chalk that up the nerves. We're going to chalk that up the nerves. But here we are, heading back into it. We get the ball back, and we got a lead. Mac Jones' nerves. This game started eerily similar to the same way that Saints game started last week. They drove down the field. We were missing tackles. We weren't containing the edge. They drove right down the field, got themselves an easy field goal range, and then they missed it. So the Niners won the coin toss against the Saints. They won the coin toss here against the Cardinals. They deferred to the second half in both games. The opposing team marches right down the field and easily gets in the field goal range, and both teams miss. And then the Niners get the ball back, and they go 3 and out. Everything has been exactly the same. I'm not ready to panic yet because I remember the outcome of that last game. I'm not ready to panic yet because I know what it took for the Niners to get to where they were, and I see the same wiring in these players. They're dogs out there, y'all. We got dogs on this team now.
Now pick that dog. Now pick that dog. Pick that dog. Now work that dog.
And if you're scared, it's okay to be afraid because there's no reason the Niners should be in a position that they're in. This is unfathomable. If I told you that the Niners were going to be without Brock Purdy, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Nick Bosa, who else have we lost this year so far for an extended period of time? Kyle Juszczyk. No real safeties out there. No disrespect to the guys that are out there in Pinnock and Siegel and Brown. But come on now. None of us is saying, hey, that guy is starter worthy. He should be all pro. None of us is saying that about none of those guys. Question marks at DB2, at corner 2. Right? No one's over here saying Renardo Green is that guy. He's going to get there, though. Look at how much we've overcome just to be 2-0 and a lead in week 3 at halftime. And we're doing it with youth. These guys are going to continue to get better. I need to see the tackling continue to be good. That's what we got to do in the second half. Continue to tackle well, right? We got there so many times behind the line of scrimmage, and they just happen to eke out of it, right? And then you turn around and you see Christian McCaffrey get a shoestring tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Like, dude, what are we talking about? It was discouraging, but I didn't give up. And I know y'all aren't going to give up either. That's why I'm talking to y'all the way I'm talking to y'all. That's why I'm giving it up the way that I'm giving it up. There's a lot to be concerned about, absolutely, and nobody would fault you if you were a little nervous. But you still got to have that faith. They call us the faithful. It's on the inside of the backs of the jerseys that they are producing right now. I've heard other fan bases called faithful. I've only seen one of them put it on the jersey before. Huh? I've only seen one of them put it on the jersey before. It's us. It's us, and it's time to start acting like it. Get behind your backup quarterback. Get behind your backup wide receivers. Get behind your backup offensive linemen. Stop talking so much shit about these guys and have a little bit of faith. Live up to the name. Live up to the moniker. That's what we're here for. And you don't have to be blind and just say, oh, we're going to go 17. That's not what I'm saying, man. It's okay. And if we happen to fall short in this game, it's okay. Look at what we're trying to overcome. It's okay. But I don't want to see nobody throwing in the towel in the first half. I don't want to see anybody throwing in the towel in the first quarter. Huh? I don't want to see anybody throwing in the towel at all. But if we happen to fall, if we happen to falter, I want y'all to raise your hand if you thought the Niners were going to go 17-0 this year. Nobody. So if we happen to fall, cool. We understand why. But what's the NFL going to do in just 4 more weeks when all the help starts coming back? Huh? When George Kittle is back in the mix. When Brandon Ayuk is back in the mix. When Brock Purdy is back in the mix. When we know that we don't have to worry about concussions with Kyle Juszczyk. What are y'all going to do then? What are y'all going to say then when all these young, inexperienced players on that defense all of a sudden got a rhythm going now? All of a sudden they got a little bit of confidence and a little bit of swag. Simple question for y'all right now. If you believe the Niners can pull this dub out, put the W's in the chat. That's all I want. They're doing the kickoff now. I got to go. But put these W's in the chat if you believe the Niners are going to get this dub. If you think we're going to lose, I want to see the L's also. There we go. There we go. I see it out there. Y'all believe. I believe. We believe. I'm taking this party back on over to patreon.com/NB9ERS. I want to see y'all in there. Get there. $5 tier or higher. Let's go. Or a body episode. Look at all them dubs out there. Look at all them dubs out there, baby. Huh? Let's go, man. It's what we here for. This is exactly what we here for. This is what I want to see. Let's go, man. Let's go. And by the way, my last thought again, Kyle Shanahan, Coach of the Year candidate, man. That's it. I'm out. Peace.